What is up, guys? Max here, and welcome back to Filmit.io. Today we are demoing a new free plugin by the team for all you users called Shortcut. Now, Shortcut works in Premiere Pro and After Effects, but today we're looking at Premiere Pro. So let's check it out. As always, to download Filmit Studio, head over to Filmit.io, hit try Filmit Studio, create an account, download the desktop application, and install. Have a great time. Once you install Filmit Studio, just go to Window, Extensions, and then Filmit Studio. It's in here. There it is. Pops open like this. Now, if you're on a free account, that's totally fine. We have a couple free applications right here. Use them to your leisure. Otherwise, feel free to make a free trial and try out all the tools. Now, let's check out Shortcut. So, Giffer's open here. It's a free tool. Cool. Let's open Shortcut, and here it is. Shortcut is meant to be simple. It's a shortcut. We did not design this in a way that is jarring. We wanted it to feel native to Premiere Pro. So like if you change your dark mode or light mode, it blends in. That's the whole point of Shortcut. It is a part of your system. And Shortcut is a shortcut. And I will quickly go over some features for you to make it really easy. So let's dock Shortcut right here. And now it's my little shortcut panel that is just living right here inside of Premiere Pro. So first off, we have the adjustment layer maker. Now, and you should say, Max, I can already make adjustment layers by going right click, new adjustment layer. Okay, drag it onto my timeline. And now I have an adjustment layer. You can totally do that, that's fine. But Shortcut is made to do it a lot faster. So if I click this clip and I click the adjustment layer, it creates an adjustment layer above that clip. If I click multiple clips and click this adjustment layer, it puts an adjustment layer above those multiple clips. If I click all these clips and do adjustment layer, it does that for me. Now, if I highlight two of these clips, shift click this, it does two adjustment layers above both these clips. And you guessed it, if I grab all of these clips, shift click it, it does adjustment layers above all those clips. Now, finally, if you highlight these three clips and you control click adjustment layer, it does little adjustment layers between the little cuts, just like so, with certain padding in here for this. In settings, you can change the padding of how long this is on each cut. This is the settings button right here. Next, we have this clip on our timeline. It is a bunch of video tracks in a single audio track that I recorded from a video. Now, to synchronize this would be very difficult. You cannot highlight multiple videos, right click and synchronize. It just won't work to sync it up. You'd have to like move this to a separate track like this, then do it, and synchronize would work. And easy enough for two clips, but if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, many clips, it starts to become really annoying. So Shortcut gives you this option right here. All you have to do is highlight all your footage and then do the stairs. It stairs everything up for you. Very easy to do, very quickly. Then you could highlight all of this, right click, do synchronize. It syncs everything on your timeline for you perfectly just like that. Once you're happy, just highlight everything again. Let's move Shortcut to where I can see it because I'm just not organized in Premiere right now for some reason. Let's do downstairs. And everything is down back online for us. And a little bit of movement here, trim the ends, and I'm a happy editor. This is a perfectly aligned and trimmed video. Next is pretty awesome. What if you highlight all these clips and you nest those clips and you do not, oh dang it, I want to unnest these clips. I didn't mean to do this, or I just want to unnest something. Just click it and click the unnest button right here. And everything is now unnested back to normal. Now, if you have multiple layers, Nest does have to figure out where the layers go. So just bear with us. If you have any edge cases, let us know and we'll fix it for you. And next up, we have the freeze frame function. But you may say, Max, I can totally freeze frame in Premiere right now. All I have to do is go to my timeline, right click and do add frame hold, which is right here, which freeze frames the clip from here to all the way down, which is great. You could totally do that. I think that's fine. But personally for me, I feel like add frame hold is just not a perfect function in Premiere. It does not solve my problem. I have to work around frame hold all the time while I use it all the time. But until the team developed this feature, it's called freeze frame. You just hover over your playhead and you don't even need to click anything and just click this little freeze button. It puts a freeze frame from your clip above it as a PNG. So you can stretch this out. The clip under it still plays normally, but everything else is working. So let's go to our distiller interview over here and let's just, he's talking. Let's freeze frame right here and it pulls a frame and puts it on our timeline. Now it's a perfect freeze frame. And personally, I find that very handy and it's a great shortcut. And finally, we have one more shortcut called QC. So QC is this. So if you have any offline media or gaps in in your timeline, you may have a huge timeline and these gaps could be like literally tiny. They could be so small in your timeline you may not notice them until you really zoom in and find a gap. So all you have to do is hit the QC button and it pops up two little red things. Oh dang, there's gaps here. It lets you know. Gap in video, gap in video. And if I actually find this in our project and I do make offline, this media is offline. Like I said, this could be a very small clip. You don't even notice if you're not looking close enough that this is offline. You may not see it until the export. You can hit the QC button and it'll actually flag it. This is offline media right here. We need a QC. So these are the QCs that I can clear and fix before I export my video. And if you have any more questions about Shortcut, just click the settings button here, opens this up. You can scroll down to join the Discord, join the Reddit, or contact support. You can also go into your profile inside of Filmit Studio and do contact support and just leave your support here and it reaches out to us directly and we can help you. And FYI, Shortcut is completely free. This is a free plugin. Feel free, have fun, let us know what you think, and let us know what shortcuts to add to it next. As you can see, there's empty space over here. I want to know what would be cool to add to this, so let us know in the comments down below or through a feature request via our support channel. As always, guys, I'm Max. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being a part of the channel. If you are new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.